Hello everybody and welcome here to a special edition of Afterthoughts, which is actually not a real Afterthoughts edition since the latest video was the 100 music videos in 500 seconds. I hope you like that. It's a special moment both for Anja and myself. I was hoping to give you all information necessary for obtaining the CD and the book. It's not yet so far, but we're working hard and there are some things that I can show you. And without further ado, let's go over to the computer and have a look in the design of the cover design of the CDs and the almost finished version of the book cover. And then I will give you an insight in the content of the book. So let's go over to the computer here. First of all, you have seen in the Your Selection video I've done recently on holiday the index of the selection of the CD, and here is actually the cover. It's a kind of mock-up as they call it. So with the 3 CDs, that's the cover design, and if I go over to the interior design here, you'll have a small text with the 3 CDs, and if you take those out you will have 3 nice photographs of the CD. So really proud of that actually. And then the book cover, this is really new from today. It will be something like this, not completely. So the design of the cover will be more like this. We have asked for some changes, so that will be made today, I think, with the logo, the same cover image, music from Bach to Beethoven on clavichord. Here it says Celebration CDs, the book. We will replace Celebration CDs by Your Selection and get rid of this. It's the designer had actually included also the YouTube icon in a sentence, which is really not allowed by YouTube, so we have to get this changed. The logo here, my name and as an author of the book, and so it will look a little bit like this, a little bit different. But we will use a similar image also to have on the website, featured on the website. So, and the back will be like this. So with the text, and I really like this image of Evelyn. It's in photographic terms also, this diagonal line is really, it's not a photograph actually. It's a snapshot from the film, and actually it's quite technically a bad photograph in terms of resolution, but I really love that picture. It should be somewhere. So also the logo here. So that's the book actually on the back. So we have the front of the CD and we have the book. It's not ready yet, the book. It will be ready 1st of December. So the content of the book, again, the CD is known. I will link in the description box to that selection. But the book actually, what it should give you is an overview of the 100 videos. Will be linked, will be presented with links and also with QR codes. So in case you will watch this, you have the ebook, you will use the links of course to click on or tap on them if you watch them on smartphone or tablet computer. If you would have the hard copy, then there are QR codes to be scanned. So very briefly go through the index of the book in 5 seconds if I can do it. So it will have a text it's a text about 30 pages in A4 design, so it will be quite extensive. So it will be a chapter about this book, evidently what's about, the introduction. I give you the explanation why a book and not a booklet. What I would say if it were a video, so it's just the closure I used to do, but then in text. It's kind of joke actually. Then we'll have the general index on the accompanying CDs and the selection. So there you will have the selection of the CDs again. And then actually something that's really special is the story of Authentic Sound, how it began, a bright moon night, a little bit romantic story as you would maybe. It's not fantasized, but it is a kind of literary setting, so to say. I like to do that. What's in the name Authentic Sound? The history of the name of Authentic Sound. Some of you will know that, but it's written again here in the new text. The evolution of the channel. Then the queen of this project, my clavichord, obviously. I will share with you some information, the type of clavichord I play, and about the clavichord in the 18th century. So don't expect here really a kind of academic lecture, academic article. It's just like I make the videos here, what I think and what I believe is the place of the clavichord in the 18th century. So you will have also pictures included about the clavichord, newly made, and pictures that I've made for several occasions. So then there is a list of 100 videos. The thumbnail, again, the links with QR codes, with the timing, the release date, and the blog text. Some videos will have special moments included, so extra information, so to say, and that will be the bulk of the book. 100 blog texts. Some of them are 2 pages actually in A4 format, so it will be quite an extensive book. Then just before the More About Music videos, which I selected 76, they will only be presented with a thumbnail, a link and a QR code and a short summary, so that's just an index, so to say. Just before that I will write a little bit on to talk or to only play. It's kind of evolution of the YouTube channel, that it was necessary for me to develop the YouTube channel to talk, and I had to overcome also my quite kind of fear to talk in English, which is not my mother language, and how to deal with that. Then to be a musicologist or not, how to deal with difficulties that we as musicians face every day, and are not to be connected to any source. It's most of the things I talk about is based on experience and on finding solutions for musical problems. But again, also here I learned by this YouTube channel a lot. I will be talking about that in the text, and I became a little bit more musicologist, but I'm talking also here on how to have those 2 different worlds, so the world of the performer, the world of the musicologist, and how they overlap and how to deal with that. And then I will be talking on the series that we already had, the afterthoughts, the downtown decisions, and the series that are upcoming. And then after the More About Music index as a future plan, so we have the recording label, obviously, the vinyl project, you will know that. The series C.P.A. Bach in Pieces and other sources, but C.P.A. Bach in Pieces probably will keep us busy for at least 1 year, if it's not longer, and where this series lead to is an exciting project actually. The project I have in concerning scores will be, Authentic Sound will be publishing also scores, not only my scores, I mean my scores, the music I play with my fingerings, annotation, explanation. We will make special videos on that, but also music like that of Kostas Papasoferopoulos. So Authentic Sound will become in one way or another a kind of publishing house, which is exciting. Of course, some information on the pianoforte project, building of the studio, and Authentic Sound Radio, which is not a new project. Some of you will have heard me talking about this, but it's really a future a project for the future. We're ending by repeating the Patreon page where people can support us even for $3 a month. I think that makes sense to include that in the future plans. There will be a thank you page, there will be a legal page as well. So quite an extensive book that will come together with the CDs, and we're really excited to have almost finished this project. So what's coming up now? This book will be layouted, and then when that's done, the website will be updated, connected to I will not go into details because it's really complicated, to another website which allows us to have to make sellings and to accept PayPal and Visa cards and credit cards like that. Then we will have created packages. So yeah, we have the digital files for on Spotify. They will go not on Bandcamp. Bandcamp will be provided only for the YouTube files. Spotify will be used for the CDs and the vinyl records that we release as a recording label. So you will have the ebook, you will have the hardcover book, and the CD, of course, will include all the audio files and the ebook. So all that will be presented in packages linked to a website where we can, as I said, accept some payments, which is not so easy. It's easy if it's done, but to come there, it takes time. So the plan was to present you with all the information today, which is not possible, but it's coming very soon. Release day is 1st of December. If you really want to be updated on the project, I will make some videos on that the coming weeks. Of course I will, but there's also the mailing list. For those of you already on the mailing list, I'm updating you in a kind of irregular way, and not scheduled way, I would say. I definitely will change that in the future, but really things are really packed today. We are busy from the morning till the evening on this project, and not only this project, because the projects I am running as project manager and as organ consultant really eating my time to these weeks. All is coming together. So have a little bit of patience with that, but all is coming on its time, and I will keep you informed on this. So anyway, that was an update for this Celebration CD project. I thank you all for your support. I think also we just reached 3,000 subscribers. I really thank you all for your support. This would not be possible without you. I feel very blessed to have the opportunity to do this for you. It's what I like to do. It's really what I love to do, playing this music, diving into that on the clavichord next year with the pianoforte, making projects, all of that. It really changed my life in a way I cannot describe. So thank you all for being part of this. And that was the closure of this video. I thank you for watching. I thank you for subscribing. As always, share these videos with your friends, and we will see each other very soon again. Bye.